This has nothing to do with working out or keto or anything. I just needed a place to rant because holy fuck. And, well, I have more subscribers on this channel than my other channel, so there's a bigger audience to hear me complain. So I'm on my way to the doctor's, and I needed to stop at the bank, make a deposit into a couple of my business accounts. And I thought, hey, you know, this will be quick. It's on the way. Stop, deposit the cash. I didn't want to use an ATM because there was hold stuff. I needed to make sure there was money in the account. Anyways, long story short, I needed to not use a freaking teller. I needed to use a teller, not a freaking machine. I walk in through the door, and there was a lady that walked in just in front of me, and a gentleman that walked in just behind me. As I walk in, I get tracked down by what they call these universal bankers, who are these people who... Oh man, I'm blowing out. Who are these people who apparently are customer service, but they've got nothing better to do than ask you, hey, do you want to use the ATM? And I said to her, no, I want to deposit the cash. I want to make sure there's no holds because there's money coming out today and tomorrow and stuff. And she's like, oh, I'll make sure that nothing's held. Come with me to the ATM. I'm like, oh, for Christ's sakes. So as I'm walking to the ATM, the lady that walked in front of me is now leaving. So I could have already been at the teller at this point. Two more people walk in the door as I'm walking to the ATM with this lady. She then proceeds to tell me how to use an ATM as if I've never seen a fucking computer before in my life. It got really freaking irritating because she's like, okay, now you press this button. Yeah. Now you press this button. Yep. Okay. Now I wanted to fucking strangle her because, one, shut up. I know how to use the goddamn machine. And I said to her very politely, I'm like, yeah, I know. I've used ATMs many times before. But she insisted on every fucking button. Press this, press this, press this. Now, the guy who walked in after me walks out. So he's done his banking. I'm still at the machine with this freaking lady, and she's like, no, press this button, now press this button. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. She then says, okay, now I'm going to take your cards and go back inside to my desk to basically her teller spot to ensure there's no holds on the money I just put in the ATM. By the time that she finishes fidgeting around at her desk, going through my cards, logging into everything, making sure that like there's no issues, the two people who came in after me have now walked out of the bank. So this quick little fucking 30-second stop that would have just let me go to a teller, hand in my money, fucking deposit and walk out, turns into this 10-minute goddamn ordeal because this woman has nothing better to do with her time. And they want you to use the ATM. Sorry, if I want to use the ATM, I will use the ATM. You guys charge enough fucking money for interest rates and all kinds of other shit that if I feel like using the teller for whatever need it is that I need to use the teller for, that's who I'm going to deal with. Sometimes I can't go to a machine because the machine isn't going to give me the answers that I need. Holy fuck. And now I might be late for my fucking doctor's appointment. Which, if you miss your doctor's appointment, it's a $75 fee. So, thanks, Scotiabank. I'm glad I give you all my money.